Good morning, you guys. I got like 30 minutes. I'm not gonna film the whole 30 minutes. Anyways, I wanted to speak upon our wedding video because nothing bad, nothing bad. But it's getting a lot of views, and nobody said anything bad or nothing like that. But just to clarify, I made a video the day before our wedding, or 2 days before our wedding, something like that, and it just stated that instead of getting married in March, we just went ahead and got married. And it was because now, in 2 days, I'm going to be getting hip surgery, and my recovery from that is going to look a little bit different than what I was told. And I didn't want to have everybody come to a wedding for us and have to cancel it like super, super, super last minute. So, anyways, we got married on the 19th of January. And I'm going to show you our rings too here in a second. But we got married on January 19th. On January 16th, I had my appointment for pre-admission. It was like meeting anesthesia, blood work, things like that. And then I came home, and that was a Thursday, and I was just talking to Daniel about it. And then we was like, do you want to get married like the 19th or the 26th? Because we wanted to get married in the church, and we wanted our pastor to marry us. So it was like the 2 days that we could really do it, where it already worked out. Couldn't get over pastor until Friday. It was like Friday at 12 o'clock. And Daniel got off at 1. So I was like, hey man, as soon as you get off work, we gotta go. And it wasn't nothing bad. Like, our pastor wasn't ignoring us. It's just life happens. You kind of forget things. It was accidental. Like, he didn't call us back. It's fine. So as soon as Daniel got home, we got our marriage license, and we already had our clothes. So here's the funny story. And so people that were gonna come, some of them just couldn't come at last minute. Like, it was literally last minute, and that's okay. What's funny is we had clothes for the 15th, which is 5 days before the first day of spring. And we had outfits, and they were cute and they were good. Aubrey's dress was a little bit bigger. Mason's top and bottoms, that was a set. His pants were too big, so he had to wear a pair of black pants that he already had. But Lex's outfit actually fit him perfectly. We did not have enough time, because mind you, like, we had a whole nother month to get like food and drinks. And then that week that we were going to get wedding, we were going to do like the big balloon arch and put the backdrop behind it. And we weren't going too big, nothing too fancy. And then we were going to do like, like that would be like the pictures and that we would get done. And then we were going to have the cake, like the little smash cake, and then the cupcakes. And I had like the decoration stuff. But when when it was super last minute and we didn't have everything, that we, like I said, we still have February to get everything. And then that week before our original wedding date, we was going to go and put stuff up and get it ready and things like that, but just didn't happen. So anyways, elbows itchy. We got married. Daniel actually, like I said, it was super last minute. It was church, take down the Christmas stuff, because nobody's really been able to go to church. I had a scam caller calling in. But what was I gonna say? Oh, so church, and then because it was snowed and a lot of people were snowed in, church really didn't happen for a couple weeks. So Christmas stuff didn't get taken down to church. So it was church, take down the Christmas stuff, and then we were getting married. So we said like 1:30. Daniel's parents came. My mom was able to come. My sister was able to come. My grandmother, who lived right on the corner, was there. My aunt and her son came. The really close neighbors to my grandmother that are like family to us came. And then my pastor, his wife, and kid was there. And then people from the church showed up because they were invited. Like, our pastor, Sean, invited them the night before because he forgot. He forgot to ask, and that's okay. Like I said, it was really fast paced. So like we didn't get to practice anything. It was like boom, 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 boom. So my mom got there at like 11:30, 1 o'clock, got me put together, my got Aubrey put together. We were getting everybody kind of, Daniel and myself was getting put together like in a short amount of time. Daniel, actually, I was gonna get him an undershirt for his piece, but that just didn't happen. So he actually, and I love this, my dad and my stepmom and my siblings were gonna come up for our wedding because they're like a couple of states away from us, and I'm not trying to give out locations, but they were gonna come up, but instead it actually worked out that the raccoon shirt that he got for Christmas from them, that's what he wore underneath. So it worked out. It was cool. And like I said, nobody got to practice anything, so it was like super last minute. We were gonna do our vows, and then Sean asked us if we had our vows ready. We did not, because we had like another month, like a month and a half to get stuff ready. So we had to like add more to it, but it worked out perfectly fine. Um, yeah, so I'm not complaining about anything. It went great. It went as good as it went, especially when you have kids and not knowing how things would go. And then Daniel was a little bit nervous. See, this is my second time getting married. Daniel's first. So that might come off a little bit judgmental if you're going to judge, like whatever. I don't want to hear it. So but yeah, so we waited 5 almost 6 years to get married because we got together in 2019. We were engaged in 2019. And then we were trying to go after my divorce to my ex-husband, and it was just like one thing after another. He couldn't be found, just blah 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 blah. So finally, in November 27th of 2024, we got divorced. So that is great. Let me show you my engagement rings that Daniel proposed to me with, and the reason why I wasn't able to use these, which is sad, was because they got broke. And so here it is. Here is the engagement ring. Oh, you can't really see it. Anyways, it's really pretty. It's like a line with a bunch of stuff in it. And then this was supposed to be the wedding ring. We had a warranty on it, and ironically, the 3-year warranty expired right after they broke. So the bottom broke on this one, and the bottom broke on this one. This one, I don't remember how this one broke. This one got broke from my mom going to get a demon dog. She did not end up with that dog, but it was demonic. So my original wedding set was broke. We're going to wait till after surgery and the swelling and everything to go down to fully get them fixed and sized properly. But in the meantime, we've got these two. Oops, sorry. We got these two. This one's silver and it's a heart. Got these off of Temu. And I got Daniel's off of Temu too. And I think Daniel's gonna, I don't know. I know we're gonna update at some point. And it might be like, why you got so many rings? Well, I'm about to tell you. So these are off of Temu for in the meantime to get these fixed. And they get Daniel like one that he likes. He likes this one. It's black and it's got red in it and it's got the little like thing at the top. These fit my finger last year when I bought them, when I was originally supposed to get divorced and we were going to get married. However, they're too big, and you can get the little sizer pieces for them. However, I can't find any, and it's a hot mess. So like this one, when I put it on, this is the one I got married with. It comes off. So there's that one. And then this one, I thought maybe like this one, same situation, slides right off. So what I did was I went and bought, these were a kit. They were $3.88. They're the silicone ones. I wear the white one, this one, because I love it. And I thought maybe if I put this one on, like it's not about, when you get married, it's not about the ring or anything like that. It's more about your commitment with each other and your relationship with God. That's what it's about. So like the whole ring thing, it's not that big of a deal, but so what I could do is I could put this one underneath this one and it because that other one's more loose. This ain't going nowhere. It's not going nowhere. So I could do that. But until after surgery and things, I think I'm just going to wear the white silicone one. And I have my other ones for a backup. Yeah, so that makes sense. I'll show you the other ones. This one's just like white and it's like rigid. And then you got the black rigid one. My 4-year-old loves this one. And then you got the white and the pink and the pink. So going back to the whole when we got married thing. These were at Walmart, by the way. These were at Walmart. So back to the whole thing. Daniel didn't know that the man is supposed to stand on the left side. And if he did, he forgot. So he was standing on the right side. It was funny. And like I said, I'm not nitpicking. I'm going to leave Daniel's out. Daniel's is a little bit big too for his hand. It's just, I don't know. Anyways, so he was standing on the opposite side, which is fine. And then my grandmother who raised me, she's like the head matriarch of the family. My grandpa walked me down the aisle the first time. And then he passed away. So I wanted my grandma to walk me down the aisle. And then I wanted my dad to do it. So I wanted on each side. My dad wasn't able to make it, but my grandma walked me down the aisle. So that was fun and great. And yeah, it was good. It was so funny because I can't stand for long periods of time. Like my balance goes out, my hip starts to hurt. And then Daniel was standing off opposite of me and he was swaying. And I was like, hold it, man. Like, stand still. You're moving. It's fine. I wasn't like nitpicking on him or nothing. And then we were supposed to kiss. And honestly, we were just like, I don't know. We weren't gonna lock each other's tongues together. But we didn't know. And then we were just like, we gave a peck and that was that. I was like, that's all y'all get. And then my mom had us do this thing. I don't have any yarn on me nearby. But when my one set of grandparents, my mom's parents, so the woman that walked me down the aisle was my great grandmother. My grandmother and my grandfather, who were married, renewed their vows. And they had them take the string and you had to put your right hand behind each other and each one of you had to hold an end of the string together, like on the ends, and then you had to tie the knot of the string with your left hand without using your right hand. So that was pretty cool. And it showed that Daniel gave more in the relationship because like the color of it, the color of the yarn, like I had purple, Daniel had like the green side. So that was cool. And yeah, it was cool. It was good. It was great. I don't regret anything. Oh, the kids and everybody. Okay, so people were taking pictures and nobody was looking in the right direction. Like, at all. So I'm not going to redo those pictures. I think they're perfect in their own little way. Would it have been nice if we got like pictures that were more coherent? Yeah, it would have. But you got Aubrey who's like looking off to the side, and it's just you got the 4-year-old Lex who is looking at the ground sometimes, and then you got people looking here, over here, over here, over here. So it's fine. I wanted to get pictures with the neighbors and with people from the church and stuff like that, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen. I think it was discussed for in March. I think we're gonna do it the original day that we were. Well, see, the 15th was a Saturday, so it could be like the 16th or something. But there's a talk about doing a dinner kind of thing after church to celebrate, because then it gives everybody more time. But yeah, it was great. It was fun. It wasn't like one of those weddings that you see where everybody's got it together and there's hundreds of thousands of dollars thrown in, or a couple of grand. There was a couple of grand, but like it wasn't consistently like that, because the plates, the bowls, the forks, the knives, the spoons, the everything that we had that we was going to use didn't get used. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's fine. We got married. That's all that matters. It's more about two people coming together than the whole routine behind it. But it was last minute. There was no rehearsing anything, nothing like that. That's why, like, if you see Aubrey, I told her when she was when we were going over it, I was telling her, I was like, you know, you're gonna go. I physically wouldn't have been able to go from like the bathroom to the door and up and around. Like I had to sit. And everybody understood that. But I told her, I was like, you're gonna toss the flowers and you're gonna go up, and then you're gonna stand on the opposite side of your dad, and then I'll be in front of you when I come up. She throws them. I think she threw them like halfway, and then came and went to go sit down. We're like, no, no, you gotta keep going. And then Mason had Lex because they were walking together because Mason was best man, and it Mason was best man, and Lex was the ring bearer. So Lex like gave the rings. Like we kind of told him how to do that one, but he gave the rings to his dad, and then he took off. So we were like, you're good, it's fine. But yeah, I wish I would have got pictures together of the three kids together in their outfits, but that didn't happen. And Lex, man, he didn't want nobody taking his picture. My little photogenic, sometimes usually photogenic. Um, he was just running around all over, but it is what it is. It was great. It was good. It was fun. Um, being married hasn't fully hit me yet. So when I first got married, it wasn't even 30 days after my birthday. It really wasn't after my 18th birthday. And we lived together for about 3 months, something like that, and we got married. And Mason was already here, and it just that really felt like we were married. And I went through emotional turmoil, and it's crazy because like I know how marriage is supposed to be and how it's supposed to feel, and you know, but that relationship was just emotional, physical, other abuse going on, and lack thereof of support and finances. And there was a lot of there was a lot. And I'm not wanting to put it all out there. I'm working on that trauma to get through that trauma. So like it felt like we were married because you get married. This time, because me and Daniel have been, because you know it is situation now, it's not ideal, but we've been living together for almost 6 years. We've been raising the kids together. We've been taking care of everybody. We've been doing everything a married couple would do. It's just now it's legal. It's we have each other's last names now. It is still frequent, so I do have to go update my name on my ID, my driver's license, and different things like that. So it hasn't fully hit me. Now Daniel, like it's straight smacked him in the face and he has the full effect. Mine is it hasn't hit me because we have been in this relationship for so long now, and that everything that we're doing, there's nothing that has changed except for um certain things are not a sin. And it's just it's how can I say it? I'm slowly getting used to it. I'm still referred to as my last name because surgery coming up. The older two kids have that last name. Um, it hasn't hit me. And the fact that I have such a good man now, it's like if it's different. It's really different. I think it's going to take me a little bit to adjust, especially because I was technically by law I was still married, and he was still considered my husband even though we were separated, no longer together. It was at 7, almost 8 years. And so I think from my divorce date, to March, I think it would give me more time to take that as I am a divorced woman. No more ties, no more nothing, no more on nothing. And now I know 100% that I'm not legally bound to my ex-husband except for, like, first of all, he's got to do the right things on his end to see the kids, but um like that's it. But now, like, had I've had that time span to repeatedly tell myself, like, I do not have a husband. I am a, I know, like, I'm not a single woman. Me and Daniel were engaged, but I'm a single woman. I'm not married. I'm not married. I'm not married. And then to get married in March would have been like, oh, yeah. And it would have hit more because it was something that we were planning. We were planning the wedding for years. The date was planned back in September when we were going to get married. So you see, and then for it to change at last minute, I think it's going to take me a little bit to adjust in a good way. That, like, it smacks me in the face that this is your husband. Like, by law, this is your husband. I am Destiny Clapp. I am not. I will always be Destiny Goins, regardless, because that is my kids' last names. Um that's just who I've been for the past 10 years. And for my older kids' sake, if somebody calls me by my first married name, I will answer to it. Why? Because that's my kids' name. It is what it is. Um so I don't think I'm gonna do like Destiny Goins Clapp. I think I'm just gonna do Destiny Clapp on my driver's license and legally because I want to drop that name completely. But what I'm saying is I'm not going to be tied to it in a way that is past life, just my kids. Does that make sense? So there's that. That's like when school and places would call about the kids, the older kids, they'll be like, "Is this Mr. Goins?" And Daniel goes, "Yeah." Like, this is, Goins' dad. It is what it is. It's no big deal. Even though Daniel's not Goins, it's easier than it's just easier. Yeah, so I think it's gonna smack me in the face. The day that it fully 100% smacks me in the face, I will let you guys know. And I think it might be in March. It could be a little bit longer. Like, I know we're married. I know he's my husband. But now, like, when people go to say, like, your husband is a piece of crap, or your husband, like, there'll be something on Facebook or whatever, and it would be like, you to your husband, you, like, he does something wrong, and it's like, what people would be joking and be like, but Daniel's not your husband yet, so technically your husband by law. Just joking. Now I have to get offended when someone stick up for it, because no, he's not my husband. Daniel's my husband. It's funny. Like, we'll go to say something and, like, oh, no, I'm your wife. You're my husband. um it's just that thing. It's one of those things we're getting used to. Hearing people congratulate us that have, like, it's so crazy because people sit there and they will go to congratulate us on getting married, and it's like, thanks, but it hasn't hit us yet. Like, we know we're married. It's hit Daniel, but, like, the whole effect of just being husband and wife just hasn't fully hit us in the sense that we're husband and wife. Had we have been, like, had my divorce gone through, had we have been dating, had we got engaged and was able to get married, we would have been like 5 years married at this point. It's just that thing. It's just, I don't know. It hasn't fully hit us yet. I think so what I've been doing about it is I've been praying about it and asking the Lord to just help me feel that, like, we are married. Like, I know, like, nothing changes when you're already living together as what a married couple would. But that's not what I want to feel like. I know I'm married. I feel like I'm married, but it hasn't like fully smacked me in the face. You know what I'm saying? Because for the past couple of years, it's been I am married, but I separated myself from that relationship. And now that I am in this relationship that I absolutely love, it was like two different variables. And now I have to bring those two variables together. Does that make sense? So it's gonna get me a little bit. Do I love Daniel? I absolutely do. Went and got married to him. I love what Sean said, brother Sean said at our wedding. Um, it was great. I gave Aubrey the bouquet to hold, and I don't know why. I just thought maybe she wanted to hold it. But yeah, Lex still wears his suit. He just wore it yesterday to church. Took a couple of days to get him to take it off after our wedding. The kids have loved telling everybody that we're married. Oh, after so during all this, we went to church and it started snowing really bad. And I was like, wait. Could you imagine telling our grandkids and our great grandkids that we switched the date, we wore spring clothes when it was snowing? And that's what we wore. And it was like 14 degrees outside. It was so crazy. But yeah, after that we went to Longhorn Steakhouse. It was Daniel's parents. My grandmother, me and Daniel, and the three kids. We all went. But yeah, it's been great. Long time coming. A lot of people congratulated us. I am grateful for the gifts and things that we got. Yeah. All right. I just kind of want to explain that. I wasn't nitpicking our wedding or nothing like that. I just want to explain why certain things was what it was, and it is what it is. And I love you guys, and I am grateful for each and every one of you who watched the video and congratulated us. It's been a long time coming, and I wanted to share it with everybody. So thank you, and thank you again. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.